I wasn't confident enough, Michael, to go out and say I'm a brand consultant. I mean, I was a marketing major in college, and I've run 2 companies, but I'm not a brand consultant. I don't know if I know what I know, right? I don't know what I know. And so I decided to put a little hook at the edge of the pond, and I changed my Twitter bio to say, Don is the founder of StoryBrand and Storyline. StoryBrand helps businesses clarify their brand communication. I'm not making this up. The first call that came in was from Pantene. Can you imagine? Procter & Gamble calls. I'm shaking, and they're like, can you just come in and do a keynote and tell us what you're thinking? So I'm like, absolutely, I'll come in, I'll do my keynote. And I hung up the phone and went, I got to get a keynote. So they helped me figure out a keynote. So that, of course, which is so wonderful about what we do, right, is that you just kind of go, okay, we better come up with this fast. And then you end up coming up with something that's really helpful. So I came up with a keynote, had a firm here in town design it, lay it out. It ended up being really beautiful, and we looked at a major Hollywood film, a couple of them, and then we looked at Allstate's brand strategy, CarMax, Domino's Pizza, a bunch of other companies.
These were companies you worked with?
They were not companies that I worked with. They were companies that I studied who were doing what I was suggesting people do.
Okay.
And I showed it to Pantene. I was a nervous wreck. I was between Google and Facebook. Google, Don, Facebook, delivering lectures to the Pantene marketing team. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was really scary. And I got up there, and then Google did their thing, or Facebook did their thing, can't remember, and the vice president of marketing got up, and as she pitched their whole Queen Latifah Diva with a Big Heart campaign, which is their next campaign that I think they're launching now, I noticed she kept referencing my talk. And then I thought, I think we just gave them something valuable. And then, of course, in later conversations, we realized, indeed, we have. The next call came in from Ford, who is killing their Lincoln division. If this next campaign doesn't work, Lincoln will be gone. And they said, hey, you're doing this thing, can you help us understand? So we really walked them with a little bit of confidence coming from helping sell shampoo. We went in and said, and helped them understand that their customer wants something, and they want something heroic. They have an internal and external problem, so we were trying to identify what is the internal and external problem with the Lincoln car buyer, and we kind of honed in on this idea that these are older men who probably are wondering whether their life has been significant. And then we positioned the Lincoln as this reward for having been a really good man. And it was really, I was in tears pitching this stuff to them, and we used Shakespeare's, I think it's Act 2, Scene 2 from As You Like It. I can't remember All the World's a Stage. You're familiar with it because you start Platform with it.
Yeah.
And had a really comical ending to that piece. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Lincoln loved it, and that was great. They took it to do whatever they do with that stuff. And then the next call was Prime Lending, which is a $14 billion mortgage company. And then you wouldn't believe this, the next call was the White House.
Wow.
So we went and met with a speechwriter and one of their divisions over in the Eisenhower building. On the day, the Seattle Seahawks met the president, so I got to sneak into the East Room and see that, which was really
Oh,
it was
cool.
really fun. So it sort of took me on a wild ride, and then by that time, of course, we realized, okay, this is not small. This is very, very helpful to businesses, and so right now we're taking, I think, 3 or 5 divisions of Chick-fil-A through the process, and on and on, and I love it because it gives me a chance to take people, business leaders and business owners who have something really beautiful. They have our favorite clients are clients who have a really great product that is selling okay. They're making a profit on it. And then here's what I'm hoping for with this client. I go to their website and I go, yes, it is so confusing that I know I can fix this and they're going to double their money. And then they're going to think it's because of me, when really all it was we just helped you stop talking in circles, right? And so StoryBrand was launched, and that's what we're doing.